So one of the things we've been doing this year is learning how to measure trees with a clinometer. And you bring it to your eye, and there's a bar in here, and you keep both eyes open, and then you follow the bar to the top of the tree, and then you look at the measurement inside the clinometer.
I always look at teaching from the viewpoint that if I was a student, this is what I'd want to do. I'd want to do things that are going to engage me, get me out in the outdoors, but also at the same time accomplish a goal. And the goal that they're accomplishing, they're being stewards for this forest, for this watershed that we have right here.
We learned that the chemicals in the tires are very dangerous for the plants and other things around in the environment. So when people dump the tires, it kind of like blocks any animal or plant life to be around. So the more people dump, the less life or plant life we're going to have around the community.
We know from the work of others that place-based education is a really effective way to engage young people in learning. What we're trying to do through the Great Lakes Stewardship Initiative is establish a statewide infrastructure all across Michigan, right from rural areas to the most urban areas in our state. And by doing that, we're connecting our residents with their local resources, and we're also helping them understand that in our state we are all connected.
What types of things are you guys seeing in here?
Damselflies.
So we've got some damselflies. We've got quite a few damselflies up here. What else?
Crayfishes.
We've got crayfish. So depending on the different species we see or how many of them, we can decide if they're rare or common species. Then do some simple math to come up with a figure to tell if our river quality is high, if it's excellent, or maybe if it's on the poor end.
The Great Lakes Stewardship Initiative is organized around regional hubs that are located all around the state of Michigan. And those hubs play a really important role in helping us achieve our goal.
We have hubs that are working together and bringing our strengths together to say, okay, here's the Great Lakes region. How can we collectively make an impact in the state that's both on the environment, but that's also on the culture of schooling?
Our goal or our mission is to create underwater remotely operated vehicles to provide services to different community organizations if they need it, and to just improve our local watershed. Now we are helping Isle Royale. We are trying to build an ROV that's easy for rangers to take out and go search under boats, under docks, or in places where they think that the invasive species of zebra mussels might be.
This class is exciting for students because it's not just a book concept, it's the application of those concepts. The students can create a solution to a problem, and then they have to integrate that solution to see if it really will work. They take something that's difficult in its own respect, such as making a robot move when you're giving it a command. Now they have to place that same robot below water and keep everything important dry.
I have learned probably 100 new things that I never knew how to do before. You're in physics, you have to know the 3D of being in the water. It's not just back and forth like a car, left to right, it's up and down, it's all around you. So you have to have physics, you have to have algebra, geometry, and you also just have to have your basic sciences.
Okay, so which ones on here are your power supplies?
The red wires that connect like a daisy chain.
LSSI has been great for connecting us with community organizations, people that we can do the work for. And without the community partner, this class would lose its real-life application. And without the real-life application, this is just another class where we build something without a purpose.
So you can't talk about stewardship of the Great Lakes and just look at one isolated point in the state, right? We are larger than than the town we live in, for example, or the city we live in. We belong to a watershed, right? And those watersheds are interconnected and are part of the larger Great Lakes watershed. So what we see in the state is that we have to look at things in an interconnected way.